have ADHD and your mind's all over the place. You lack
And I want to do
focus.
other workouts. Like, I'll be running, like, I'll hit, like, 10 miles, and then I'll, like, and then I'll be like, oh, man, this is good. And then I'll start thinking about, like, the double M bag, or I'll start thinking about doing the jump rope, or picking up wood. I went and I saw this log on the side of the road, and I just, from the top of Gatlin, from the top of Gatlin, from our road, from Savona.
Yep.
I just found this log, and it was heavy, and I went to go pick it up. I couldn't pick it up. So it was like, and I sat there, and I was like, but I ran past it, and then I started running, like, towards it again, and when I ran past it, I was like, oh, I'm going to get that log. Like, because I was like, I'm going to pick that up and walk.
It's my log.
It's a 1.5 mile walk back with a log on your shoulder that looks like it's probably about 80 pounds. I went to go pick this sucker up as a solid oak. This thing,
oh my god, that's not 80 pounds.
It was like, I couldn't get
It's like 280.
Yeah, I could not, like, I was like, and like with all my strength, I could not get it on my, like, I could get it up, and I'm trying to, like, work it up my chest, you know, to get it on my shoulder, and I'm like, and I got it up to my shoulder, and then I just was like, if I got it on my shoulder, I knew I could carry it. You know what I mean? But I just could not get it to my shoulder. It was just too awkward to hold and to get up. You know what I mean? Because it was so large. So I was like, you know what? I'm not no little, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna flip this log.
Start
the whole
flipping
way.
it down.
So I was just literally flipping the log down the street. People are honking. It was just a very awkward moment, but I didn't care. But it was like, I was like, gosh, if I can't pick this thing
you were
up,
getting it though.
I'm gonna do this workout. But that's when my runs, I see things like, I'm like, oh, I could just pick this log up.
Yeah, it's an added workout.
But I went to run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like weird. Or I'll stop, like if I get bored, I'll start doing push-ups and sit-ups on the concrete. To try to like get my brain like, okay, because if I burn out my arms or I burn out I'm like, okay, and I guess I can only use my legs now.
Right.
So now I gotta keep running. And it is a huge testament to how much your legs can take.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Legs are 50% of your muscles.
I've run pretty fast and pretty far. What did I run the other day? Basically a little bit less than a 7-minute mile over 2 miles.
A little bit, like 15, 16 seconds more than a 7-minute mile.
Yeah,
but
less
still,
than a 7-minute mile. I did it in 13. 7-minute mile was
so
in 14 minutes.
It was like a 6:30 each
Something,
mile.
Right?
So yeah.
So
that's a decent mile.
Right? That's 2 miles though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And no, 6 months ago, I couldn't finish a mile.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
It's good for you, man. But you know what?
Your legs can put up a beating.
There's also somebody else who can put up a beating.
Who?
Stan Can the Ant-Man.
Stan Can the Ant-Man? Can he?
I don't know.
I think so. Let's find out.
Let's find out right now.
Stan!
Where'd he go?
Stan, are you ready?
Is he up there?
No, I'm just looking at the butthole.
Oh.
People don't know this, but there's a deer's butthole over here. So, and you'll never know. You'll never see it. You're just going to have to wonder and just be like, is he serious?
What is there?
Seriously, there is, and Stan's over there, so go look.
Yep. Bam.
There's only one man in the world who can find ants, and that's Stan Can. He's the man to find the ants. If there's anybody who can find ants, Stan Can the Ant-Man can.
I'm Stan Can the Ant-Man, and welcome to the Ant Show. There's a few reasons why I got this, kids. It's because we're talking about the trapjaw ant. Trapjaw ants are crazy. Little known fact about a trapjaw ant. Their mandibles, they have big old mandibles that open and close. And while they're opening and closing, the thing is that they walk around like this. And as they walk, when something comes, inside their range, they have little tiny hairs that sit right here. And the minute something touches these hairs, whack! You're dead. The trapjaw ant's mandibles close at 75 to 145 miles per hour. Let me put these down. Walk with me. You also notice I don't have a cane. That's because I could walk the whole time. Little known fact also about trapjaw ants is that they have stingers on their butts. What that means is that when they sting their prey, they inject a venom. Now, like a bee, they don't inject their venom and then lose that stinger and then they die, right? A trapjaw ant will inject the venom and then eat their food. The venom inside them is a protein-based venom, so it dissolves all the proteins inside whatever prey it chooses body, and then that thing goes to town. Num, num, num. Walk with me. Now, I know we're back over here, but we're not in the Philippines, so you're not going to find a trapjaw ant here. But what you will find is me, and I'm filled with information. Trust me. Ask your mom. Real quick, one more thing about the trapjaw ant. They're nothing to mess around with. They're about this big, and they don't move very fast, and you're kind of lucky because the venom inside them cannot hurt humans, much like the daddy longleg. It's the most venomous spider in the whole entire world. Can't affect us humans because every time it goes to bite, its chompers break, and the venom can't go in. So we're safe there, people. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to be afraid because they're omnivores. So they might eat you. They might try. But they also might eat your salad in your fridge. So next time you're in the Philippines, check out a trapjaw ant and call my mom. I'm Stan Can the Ant-Man. Can you? Welcome back. Thank you for watching Stan Can the Ant-Man.
Our Ant-Man.
And he can. What a beautiful guy, isn't he?
He could be better looking.
Alright, it's the mustache. It comes on, it comes off.
Yeah, that's what throws me off.
Yeah.
If he had a goatee,
yeah,
that's what I'm talking
I
about.
wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him. So we had a question. We had put out some questions, and there's a very special kid, and his name is Liam.
Dude, don't call him special.
Yeah, he's not special like me.
Don't do that.
I'm special. No, but Liam is technically, in a way, my nephew. I guess not technically, he's my nephew. And it's still a little strange saying it. I'm getting used to it, and it's new for me because a lot of people don't know this about me, but I've never met my father before. But I always knew who he was.
I never knew my father.
I never knew my father. But I had brothers, and I knew that I had some brothers, and I became an old man as I am now, and I wanted to figure out some medical history. So my mom said, "You need to figure out your medical history." So I started looking into that, and I ended up talking to my brother, well, my half brother, and we really kicked it off. And I just want to say thanks, guys, for listening. We really appreciate it. Dakota appreciates it. And he knows all about you guys. I talk about it.
He doesn't stop talking.
No, I never stop talking.
Ever.
But, so I asked, and we asked, and we said, what are some questions? And Liam came up with a question. And his question was, Dakota?
Where do babies come from?
Where do they come from? Mind you, he's a young lad. Under the age of 18 and also under the age of 15.
So Liam,
yeah. Let me tell you, this is personal, right? I feel like, as your new uncle, I feel like I should kick it off, right? And then you could correct me. I'll tell you what I think, and then you could tell me what you think. And maybe we could find some common ground here.
As your uncle's best friend, I think that is the best way to do this.
Basically your other uncle, in a way.
Kind of?
Yeah.
Eh.
Because we're basically brothers, so that would mean... Because I'm actually the real brother. His parents actually adopted him. And I'm the real one, because if you looked at the height difference, he just doesn't make sense. So,
I'm just
anyways,
5 inches taller than everybody else. Who
Yeah.
knows?
And
Anyway,
his whole family.
this is about babies, man.
Yes. All right. So, how are babies made? Babies are made, and I'm not lying to you. 100% serious. A really giant bird, often called a crane, or a stork. Not really sure.
That's.
Are they the same bird?
No,
All
they
right.
are not.
So a stork. I thought they were always the same.
No.
So comes flying. Right? And he's carrying a baby in a bag. And then he drops the baby from an extremely high height.
Dangerous.
And if that baby just happens to land in a soft place on the front doorstep of a home, then, well, one, that baby's lucky because he landed on something soft. Because
Yeah,
I can only imagine how many babies just unfortunately don't make it because...
say, here's the thing. That's why they coined the term bouncing baby boy. Because babies
Yeah,
just bounce.
they bounce right into...
They're invulnerable till you actually get them in your hands.
Yeah, so go ahead and try it. Drop your babies.
Yeah, don't do that. Please don't do that.
Don't do that.
Do not.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Ever, please.
Warning alert. Do not drop your babies.
No babies were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Yeah. So then they fall and then boom, there you go. Now that's how you were born.
I mean, that's not how I heard it.
Okay, what do you think?
But yours makes more sense
Yeah.
than mine.
It's pretty logical if you think about it, right?
Like, the way I was explained. So, Liam,
Let Uncle Coda tell you.
Uncle Coda's gonna tell you how your parents loved each other so much, and then they had a little garden. I'm sure your mom had a garden of some kind. Most women at their ages have gardens.
You calling her old?
No, I'm just saying at the age of when you have kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
So like 16, I think. You can.
You know, like 16 to like 30,
I'm just
something
kidding.
like that.
Only when you're married.
Yeah, no, if you're married at 16.
When you're. That's true.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah,
that.
actually.
There's some states where 16 is fine.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, that's really creepy. I
That's
don't
super
think that's
creepy.
cool, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's some states where it's legal.
So tell me. So what happened? So there's a garden involved.
They loved each other so much, and your
Uh-huh.
mom planted a seed, and you know what? It was a cabbage plant, and it grew just ever so slightly. After 9 months of growing, that cabbage is probably about the size of a beach ball.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
that one special day when the cabbage blooms, and it's usually around spring, like the late springtime.
Okay. What about babies that are born in like December, wintertime? What about that?
They were planted at different times, Dylan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's usually
Sorry.
9 months. I'm just saying, usually springtime is when, late spring. Anyway, shut up. This is my story.
Okay. Okay.
So once that blooms, it produces a small child that then they take care of because they loved it so much, and your mom tended that plant and gave it all of her love. She created you.
Yeah, and also it's illegal to leave a baby in a garden.
Don't leave your babies in gardens.
Yeah.
That's just where you plant them.
Yeah, if the baby is in the garden and then
Take your baby out of the garden.
Yeah, if you forget to pick the baby out of the garden, that's probably like
That's why you watch the plant.
the police come
Yeah.
and there's a problem, and it's like, well, I just planted it, and it's like, well, I let my bananas die.
That's not the same.
Is that
though.
why nobody likes babies? Because a lot of people don't like cabbage? Or is that why people don't like cabbage?
That's also partially why babies smell so weird.
Yeah,
And
and
they're
people,
also made out of cabbage.
Yeah, and I understand why people don't like cabbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially
stinks.
babies, right? They're like,
It's
"Ugh."
annoying, and
Yeah.
it's just not good. It's
Yeah, and
I
they
like
poop
cabbage
all the time.
though. I like cabbage, but it's not for most people.
Weird. You can also go to like Toys R Us, buy a Cabbage Patch Kid. It's like the same thing.
That's pretty much how people usually teach their kids where babies come from.
Yeah. I always see, my mom always told me that they were just dropped out of the sky, and she told me that's why I was so different, because when I fell, I didn't fall on anything soft. I just hit the concrete and then fell onto the softness. So I had a hard collision first, and now I don't know how to read. That's also because you gotta read something to learn how to read, and I never did that. So
Well, aside from Dylan being dropped on his head as a child,
yeah, that's how babies are made.
yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, so you're welcome, bro. I just did your job for you. You no longer have to tell them how babies are made.
You might have to clear up a couple questions, though.
Yeah, you also might
That's
want
it,
to
though.
watch this
Just
episode first and then decide if you want to let them watch it or not.
Always
So-
screen what your child watches, by the way.
Yeah. There is a restriction.
Not just,
You do
you, but
technically
other
have to
people.
be 18 or older to listen to our podcast. So
Not
thank
anymore.
you. Not anymore?
Not anymore since
Because
we're clean.
the content...
We're clean.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so we're
not getting flagged or anything?
No, we have not gotten one flag.
That's pretty
Good
cool.
job, guys.
Now, there's this really crazy news segment, and it's got this guy who, every time I look at him, I feel like I've met him before. And he's the only reason why I know big words.
We did hire this guy. You have met him before.
Yeah, but I just don't remember names and faces, and I feel like he's a nice guy, but I just remember the words. You know?
I mean, that's the whole point of...
Oh.
Here's words. Words with James T. Wordbottom. And now, words with James T. Wordbottom.
Oh, didn't see you there. James T. Wordbottom here with your word of the week. Fortunately, this is going to be a short one since I'm on my way to the opera, as most dignified gentlemen would. I believe our word for the week is salubrious, meaning healthy or health-giving. Instead of going to the opera, I should be doing a salubrious activity. Probably some tennis. Now, if you're like me, go out there, stretch your mind and your vocabulary. Maybe even your legs. It was James T. Wordbottom. Thank you.
This has been Words with James T. Wordbottom.
Alrighty. Welcome back. Thank you guys so much again for listening to the podcast.
We love you so much.
We love you all. And we do want to say that whatever outlet avenue, however you're listening to us, whether it's through Iheart, iTunes, anything.
YouTube, Spotify,
Boom, anything. Google Play.
all of it.
Any way that you're listening, please go like, subscribe, share it.
Comment. We want to hear what you guys saying,
we want some
dude.
feedback. All you guys are watching our videos, but nobody is like giving us any feedback. So if we suck, if you don't like us, if you want us to change something,
though. Like, we
if
want to hear it.
I look weird, let us know.
His aunt is great at it, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? My auntie, who is not a spring chicken, got on the internet, figured out how to comment, like, and subscribe. So do it, or I'm going to come to your house. And you think I talk a lot here? I'm going to come to your house
He'll have a full-on conversation,
for hours.
and he can do it.
You will never say one word. I will just sit there and talk to you about the most pointless, meaningless things you've ever heard in your life.
You can be me for a day.
You could literally be him. So, and we will have some new merch coming out.
Yep.
We'll have a bunch of cool stuff coming out. So we're going to have a Patreon.
We're also going to have a new setup.
and
this
we
is the
will-
last time you're seeing this.
Yes, this is the last time you're seeing all this. This is the last time this setup is happening because we are getting a new studio setup. So
The rebirth.
a lot of renovations are happening, but really we're not really moving anything.
We are expanding our 25 by 35
Yeah.
cubicle to
Yeah.
40 feet square.
And we're adding a porta potty.
Yes.
No, that would be nice though.
No, it would not.
I wish we had chairs that were porta potties. Like you just poop right here and nobody would know because they can't see underneath you.
I'm not into that idea at all. You know how bad that would
It's worth
smell?
it.
This ventilation is terrible.
Yeah. That would be that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. So
Anyway,
seriously, guys, we would really appreciate it if you view this video and I find out that you saw
just
this
like.
and
Just
you
press
didn't
that like.
it and you didn't subscribe
We get like 100 views, we can get 100 likes.
and you
Right.
didn't comment, I'm coming for you. You think I'm joking? I'm coming for you.
He's not kidding.
So, and I will annoy the crap out of you. I'm gonna slide up in your DMs with a fist in your face. So go and like, subscribe, comment, and call my mom. Seriously, because I almost had a heart attack.
Thank you to all of our sponsors and friends. Save the Chimps, Collectors Comics, Sidewalk Brewing Company, Peppers for Christ, Dylan's Flexing Muscles. Everybody.
Did you buy your tickets to the gun show? It's buy one, get one free.
There's
now
no-
go like and subscribe.
No gun shows due to COVID.
Yeah.
But we love you guys.
Seriously, thank you guys. Deuces.
Thank